Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do something nutty today. If you have not been here before, my name is Becca. Hello! And I've got my kiddos in the background, so I apologize for any strange noises or some Dan TDM playing in the background. Okay, so I have been told by multiple people that they don't know how to cook. I don't cook, I don't know how, it's no big deal. They just, eat frozen food all the time. Well, I'm here to show you a super easy thing that I do that is, it's impressive, you know what I mean? So today, we're gonna roast a chicken together, and we're gonna do this in what's gonna look like 15 minutes, but really, it's gonna take an hour in real life. So, I've got onions, celery, carrots. I went with baby carrots because they're sweeter, and regular potatoes that I had in the house. I've got some dinner rolls that we're gonna eat later. I've got butter, salt and pepper, and a chicken. Now let me get you set up here so that you can see what I'm doing without all this stuff in the way. All right, so here's your chicken. Apologize, I can't see my face too, but I swear I'm still here. Chicken, check. Normally I would be wearing gloves, but I don't have any, so therefore that's just what's gonna have to happen. All right, I have a all-natural whole chicken. Costs less than 10 bucks. It's gonna feed everybody. Cross-contamination in the kitchen is a real thing, so be aware of what you're doing, where you're putting things, when you're washing your hands, and what utensils you're using. I got my chicken just chilling here, right? Got him out of the package. Comes with these. Gross. Take that out. A lot of people will decide which way, like breast up, breast down. It's up to you. To me, it doesn't matter. Some people say if you cook it breast side down that it will be juicier. Okay, so we got chicken on a pan. Grossness. There's some grossness. And then you're going to want to add your vegetables. Let me cut those. Don't forget to use the sharpest knife in the house. You know, the one the husband says don't touch. That one. You want to cut your vegetables up. With the baby carrots, you don't necessarily need to. I'm going to anyway. Just pop them in half. Pop, pop, pop. And throw them on the pan with the chicken. Do as many as you feel like doing, whatever your family will eat. And do the same thing with your other vegetables. Cut up what they'll eat and pop it around the chicken. It's up to you if you would like to stuff the cavity with any sort of vegetables or an apple if you're getting crazy with it. I'm going to throw some celery in there. I dropped a piece on the floor. But I'm just going to throw some celery in there and probably just some onion and call it good. I think I'm only going to put in maybe half the onion. I don't know, maybe I'll do the whole thing. Let me cut up half of it, and then I might do the rest. I see no sense in measuring things to the point of driving you crazy. I say throw it together. If you have too much onion, who cares? Alright, I'm going to cut that the same way, just a little thinner, so we've got like some fans of onions. That's about half there. Well, not about, it is. And I'm just going to plop it around the turkey. And the rest of it. I hate cutting onions. It makes my hands stink. Yeah, half looks fine. These potatoes look like they have reached their end. It's time to use them. I normally would not put potatoes in with my roast chicken, but it is what it is, and we're just gonna go with it. So I'm just gonna cut them like big stinking circles and plop them in here. Just kind of off on the side. Really, I'm just using them to use them. You can choose whatever vegetables you want. I enjoy roast vegetables. If I had really planned this out, I probably would have done some like beets or sweet potatoes. But I didn't. I do things on a whim. That's how I am. Just like my cooking. What is going on here? This is called old potato. There we go. That's gross. Get rid of that. Alrighty, Roo. So they're not super thin. They're not even. They're just potatoes, and they're just cut in circles. The end. No need to stress about it. I think when people say they can't cook, it's, you know, they can't make it look exactly like somebody else's cooking, is what they're saying. Okay. Now we're going to flip this back around. Come over here without that bag in the way. There we go. Okay. So I have regular butter. Check that out. Regular salt and pepper. What I'm gonna do, this is brand new, so pop it open. I'm going to put a big thwack of that on top, like that. That will, if you can smoosh it over, you can, but it's not going to work because it's a little bit wet. But the idea of the butter is that it makes the skin crispy. Everybody likes crispy skin, except if you're, I don't know, on the beach. You want your skin crispy. Cross-contamination. Wash your hands. Alright. Salt. All over everything. Especially the chicken. Salt brings out flavor. It also raises blood pressure. Be careful if you need to. Pepper. Because pepper is good. If you'd like to take the chicken and flip it over and do the same thing on the other side with the salt and pepper, you can. I have a very picky kiddo that doesn't like any spices or sauces on anything, so I am purposely going to leave the other side of the chicken plain so that he has a piece to eat as well. We've got our stove at 350, if you could do that. It's probably backwards. 350. For a little over an hour. You want your internal temperature to be at least 180 degrees, and boom, you're done. That's it. That's the whole thing. Throw it all into one pan. Throw it in the oven for an hour. Make sure your vegetables aren't super crunchy unless you want them that way. If they are super crunchy or your chicken is not 180 degrees when it comes out in a little over an hour, put it in a little longer and just go. Get some dinner rolls, toast them up, put some butter on them. You've got a meal. And I'll show you the final product when it comes. Here we go. We've officially hit 180 degrees, and this is the final product. Happy eating, everyone. Let me see what yours look like. It's my life.